Good afternoon, Alex. I hope you're doing well. I wanted to talk to you about the recent assignment you submitted.
Hi, Miss Johnson. Thanks for taking the time to talk. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on my assignment.
Of course, Alex. Overall, your work was solid. You demonstrated a good understanding of the topic and presented your ideas coherently. However, there are a few areas I think we can work on to enhance your performance.
I appreciate the feedback. Can you specify which areas need improvement?
Certainly. One of the main points is the organization of your ideas. While your content is strong, the flow of your essay could be more cohesive. It felt a bit disjointed in certain sections.
I see. Do you have any suggestions on how I can improve the organization?
Absolutely. First, consider creating a clear thesis statement that outlines the main points you will discuss. This will serve as a roadmap for your readers. Additionally, use topic sentences at the beginning of each paragraph to guide your reader through the content.
That makes sense. I'll work on incorporating a stronger thesis and improving the overall structure in my next assignment.
Great to hear, Alex. Another point to consider is the depth of analysis. While your arguments were well presented, diving deeper into the subject matter and providing more detailed examples could strengthen your work.
Got it. I'll make an effort to delve deeper into the topics I discuss and provide more concrete examples to support my points.
Excellent. Remember, supporting your arguments with specific evidence not only strengthens your analysis, but also shows a deeper understanding of the material. Now, regarding your use of sources, it's crucial to properly cite and integrate them into your work. I noticed a few instances where this could be improved.
I'll pay more attention to my citations in the future. Do you have any resources or tips on how to better incorporate them into my writing?
Absolutely. First, make sure to properly format your citations according to the designated style guide. Second, consider weaving your sources into your narrative more seamlessly. Instead of listing information from sources, integrate them into your sentences to create a smoother flow.
Thank you for the guidance. I'll review the style guide and work on integrating my sources more effectively.
You're welcome, Alex. I also wanted to commend you on your efforts to incorporate feedback from previous assignments. I've noticed improvement in your writing style and critical thinking skills.
I'm glad to hear that. I've been trying to take your feedback to heart and implement it in my work.
It's evident, Alex, and I encourage you to continue this practice. Now, let's discuss your study habits. Effective time management is crucial for academic success. How do you currently approach your assignments and study sessions?
Well, I usually start by reviewing the assignment guidelines and breaking down the tasks. Then, I allocate specific time slots to work on each part. However, I've noticed that sometimes I struggle to stick to my schedule.
Time management can be challenging, but it's a crucial skill to develop. Have you considered creating a more detailed schedule, including breaks and specific goals for each study session?
That's a good idea. I'll try to be more specific in my planning and include breaks to avoid burnout.
Excellent. Remember that breaks are essential for maintaining focus and preventing fatigue. Now, regarding class participation, I've noticed you contribute valuable insights during discussions. Keep up the good work on that front.
Thank you, Miss Johnson. I enjoy participating in class discussions, and I find it helps me understand the material better.
It's evident that you're engaged in the material, and it reflects in your contributions. Lastly, let's discuss your long-term goals. Have you thought about your academic and career aspirations beyond this course?
I have some ideas, but nothing concrete yet. I know I enjoy the subject matter we're covering, and I'm considering pursuing a career related to it. I just haven't decided on the specifics.
That's completely understandable. It's great that you're exploring your interests. I recommend taking advantage of resources like career counseling and informational interviews to gain insights into potential career paths.
I'll definitely look into those resources. It would be helpful to get a clearer picture of where my interests align with potential career options.
Absolutely. It's never too early to start thinking about your future. Remember that your academic journey is not just about grades. It's also an opportunity for personal and professional growth. Take advantage of the resources available to you and continue to challenge yourself.
I appreciate your guidance, Miss Johnson. I'll make sure to implement your suggestions and continue working towards my goals.
You're welcome, Alex. I believe in your potential, and I'm here to support you along the way. If you ever have questions or need further assistance, don't hesitate to reach out.
Thank you, Miss Johnson. I'll be sure to do that. I appreciate your time and feedback.
It's my pleasure, Alex. Keep up the good work, and I look forward to seeing your continued progress.
Hey there. It's been way too long since we caught up. How have you been?
I know, right? I've been good, just caught up with work and life. You know how it goes. How about you? What's new?
Same old, same old. Work's been a roller coaster, but I've been trying to find some balance. Oh, and guess what? I started learning how to play the guitar.
No way. That's awesome. What inspired you to pick up the guitar?
Well, I've always loved music, and I figured it was time to try my hand at creating it too. It's challenging but so rewarding. I even joined the local music group to jam with some people. It's been a blast.
That sounds incredible. I've always wanted to learn an instrument. Maybe I should finally dust off that old keyboard in my closet.
You totally should. It's never too late to start. Speaking of hobbies, have you picked up any new ones lately?
Well, I've been getting into photography. There is something so therapeutic about capturing moments. I got a new camera and have been experimenting with different styles. It's been a great stress reliever.
That's fantastic. I'd love to see some of your photos sometime. Maybe we could plan a day to go out and take pictures together. There are some beautiful spots around town.
Absolutely. Count me in. By the way, have you been watching any good shows or movies lately? I'm in need of some recommendations.
Funny you should ask. I just binge-watched this amazing series on streaming. It's a mix of sci-fi and drama, and the storyline is mind-blowing. I won't spoil it, but trust me, you'll be hooked from the first episode.
Oh, now you've got my curiosity piqued. I need a good series to get into. What's the name of it?
It's called Parallel Realms. Seriously, give it a shot. I couldn't stop watching. And speaking of shows, did you catch up on that comedy special we were talking about last time?
Oh, not yet. I've been swamped, but it's on my list. I need a good laugh these days. Life's been a bit too serious lately.
I totally get that. We all need a good laugh now and then. Let me know when you watch it. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you need more comedy recommendations, I've got a whole list.
Definitely will do. Hey, on a different note, how's your family doing?
They're doing well, thanks for asking. Mom's planning a big family reunion next month, and everyone's buzzing with excitement. It's been forever since we all got together like this.
That sounds like a blast. Family gatherings are always so much fun. I miss those times when we used to have big family barbecues. Life gets so busy, you know.
Absolutely. It's important to make time for those moments. Speaking of which, we should plan a weekend getaway with our families sometime soon. What do you think?
I'm all for it. A weekend away from the hustle and bustle sounds like just what the doctor ordered. Let's start planning. It'll be epic.
Agreed. We'll find a nice place, good food, and create some unforgettable memories. It's been too long since we did something like that.
I'm looking forward to it. Alright, changing gears a bit, have you read any good books lately? I'm on the hunt for a captivating read.
Funny you mention it. I just finished this amazing novel called The Silent Echo. It's a mystery thriller with so many unexpected twists. I couldn't put it down.
Oh, that sounds right up my alley. I'll add it to my reading list. I've been slacking on my reading lately, and I miss getting lost in a good book.
It happens to the best of us. Life gets busy, and finding time to read can be a challenge. But trust me, this one is worth the time investment.
I'll take your word for it. Thanks for the recommendation. Hey, do you remember that road trip we talked about ages ago? The one where we just pack our bags and hit the open road.
Of course. That's still on my bucket list. When are we going to make it happen?
How about next summer? We'll plan it well in advance, so there are no excuses. We can map out the route, pick out some cool stops, and just enjoy the journey.
That sounds like a plan. A road trip with my best friend. What could be better? Let's start the countdown now.
Agreed. It's a date. Now, let's make sure we follow through with all these plans. Life's too short to keep putting things off.
Absolutely. Cheers to new adventures, laughter, and making the most of every moment. It's always a pleasure catching up with you, my friend.
Likewise. Here's to many more conversations, adventures, and unforgettable memories. Until next time.
Here's a list of 20 questions and answers related to the topic of guests. Feel free to ask for more if you need them.
How can I make my guests feel welcome?
Greet them warmly, offer a comfortable seating area, and provide refreshments.
What are some good conversation starters with guests?
Ask about their interests, recent experiences, or opinions on current events.
What should I do if my guests have dietary restrictions?
Ask about any dietary restrictions in advance and plan a menu that accommodates them.
How can I entertain my guests at home?
Plan games, activities, or have a playlist of music that suits the mood.
What's the proper way to handle late arriving guests?
Be understanding, greet them warmly, and seamlessly integrate them into the event.
How do I politely ask guests to leave at the end of an event?
Express gratitude for their presence and mention the winding down of the event.
What are some thoughtful guest favors or parting gifts?
Personalized items, small treats, or something related to the occasion.
How can I make my guest room more comfortable?
Provide fresh linens, extra pillows, and consider adding personal touches like a water carafe.
How far in advance should I send out invitations for an event?
Ideally, send invitations 2-4 weeks in advance, or earlier for larger events.
How should I handle unexpected guests?
Welcome them graciously and do your best to accommodate them.
What's the etiquette for responding to RSVPs?
Respond promptly to let the host know if you'll attend or not.
How can I involve guests in conversations during a gathering?
Introduce them to others, ask open-ended questions, and ensure everyone feels included.
What's the appropriate way to handle disagreements among guests?
Politely steer the conversation in a different direction or provide a neutral perspective.
How can I create a relaxing atmosphere for guests at a dinner party?
Use soft lighting, play soothing music, and set a comfortable table arrangement.
Should I always have a backup plan for outdoor events in case of bad weather?
Yes, it's a good idea to have a contingency plan or an indoor alternative.
How can I make children feel welcome at a gathering?
Plan kid-friendly activities, provide snacks they enjoy, and consider a designated play area.
Is it necessary to have a seating arrangement for a dinner party?
It's not mandatory, but it can help facilitate conversations and create a more organized atmosphere.
How do I handle a situation where a guest brings an unexpected +1?
Politely accommodate them if possible, but it's okay to discreetly express any limitations.
What are some good icebreaker activities for guests who don't know each other?
Games like Two Truths and a Lie or Human Bingo can be fun and help break the ice.
How can I express gratitude to guests after an event?
Send thank you notes, emails, or small tokens of appreciation to show your gratitude.